everybody. Welcome to another edition of Sports Predictions. I'm your host, Movie Master Mike.
And Boston Boy.
All right, we are back and just as mediocre as ever with Week 7 of the 2014 NFL season. But first, real quick, let's do a recap of Week 6, shall we? All right, Week 6 we had the Colts at the Texans and the Colts won. The Patriots at the Bills and the Patriots won. The Ravens at the Bucks and the Ravens won. The Steelers at the Browns won. The Panthers and Bengals, and they tied in overtime. I guess that's the only way you can tie it. But Broncos at the Jets, the Broncos won. Lions and Vikings, the Lions won. Packers and Dolphins, the Packers won. Jags and Titans, the Titans won. Chargers and Raiders, the Chargers won. Bears and Falcons, the Bears won. Cowboys and Seahawks, the Cowboys won. Wow, in Seattle. Redskins and Cardinals, the Cardinals won. Giants and Eagles, the Eagles won. Shut them out. That's awesome. And the Monday night game, the Niners and the Rams, the Niners won. Not a whole lot of surprises here, except for maybe the Cowboys-Seahawks game, except the Cowboys have been playing pretty hot lately.
Right, and Seahawks haven't been playing quite as good. I think there's a little too much behind, like you can't win in Seattle. I mean, they've had a really good streak, but people put, I think, too much stock into that. But
I mean, Arizona did it last year. So.
Right.
So how did we do? I think I got 2 games wrong. I picked the Falcons to win, and they lost against the Bears, and you picked the Bears to win, so you got that one right. Everybody probably picked the Seahawks to win at home, and they lost, so we both got that one wrong. And everybody got the tie wrong.
So is that the only one I got wrong then, the Cowboys?
That one, I believe so.
Very nice.
Yeah, because I got the 2 wrong plus the tie. You got the 1 wrong in the tie.
I didn't realize that Chargers-Raiders game was so competitive. Didn't know it was that close.
Yeah,
Raiders,
I know, it's crazy.
I guess firing that little bitch dude coach that they had, I guess maybe made a difference. It looked like he was 12. I don't even remember his name now.
Yeah.
But
it's weird seeing the Raiders play at home because they're playing on a baseball field. It's just so weird. It's like, why don't they have their own stadium?
Yeah. Well, there's
nuts.
reasons, but...
Yeah. All right, moving on to Week 7. All right, on the Thursday game tonight, we have the Jets at the Patriots.
I'm going to go ahead and say I wouldn't really be surprised just because the Jets always play us so good and or play well against us. And they had a drive where they could have tied the game against the Broncos and played them a lot more competitively than I would have thought. So I'm not picking them, obviously, but Patriots definitely. But I will say I won't be terribly surprised, although I'm very disappointed if the Jets win.
Yeah, I feel the same way. The Jets, they seem to have our number a lot of the times, especially...
No matter how bad they suck all year, they play us just so good.
Yeah, I think we played them on a Thursday night game a couple of years ago.
They won that one game last year.
Yeah, so it's just... Them and the Giants just have our fucking number. It's crazy, but I'm going to pick the Patriots. They're hot, even though we've lost a few key players.
That's big. Stephen Ridley, that was a big one.
But I mean, we always talk about Ridley only gets us like 6 yards every time he touches the ball.
But he's still the best running back we've got, for sure.
But. And it wasn't this last week. It was the week before where he actually had some really good carries. It was like 15 yards or whatever.
Right.
But usually it's just 4 or 5 yards and stuff.
Serviceable,
Yeah. He gets us halfway there. So, but I think with the losses of our players, we're still gonna be
win.
Jets.
Yeah, that's not enough for them to win.
Yeah. Moving on to the Sunday games, we got the Vikings at the Bills. This is kind of a nice matchup.
I think a lot of these games are really good. The Bills were a lot better earlier this season. Vikings have played a couple really good games. Bills, of course, coming off a loss to the Patriots. Bills are a better team, and I think they'll win at home. Yeah,
I don't really have much to say about this game. I think they're fairly evenly matched, but I'd say the Bills are a little bit better, so I'm going to go with the Bills. All right, next we got the Falcons and the Ravens.
Falcons Ravens, another good one. Not great. Earlier in the season, I had higher expectations for the Falcons, and the Ravens last week really blew it up. Man, they did really, really well, and I guess not a whole lot else to say on this one either, except that I think the Ravens will win at home. I'll be surprised if the Falcons beat them actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I want the Falcons to win.
Yeah, I would like them to.
Because the Ravens, they're in the same, not division, the
conference.
Conference, yeah, the AFC is us. So, they blocked us from going to the Super Bowl.
A couple of times.
Yeah, 2 seasons ago, and But I think the Ravens are going to win. They're just a
Yeah.
better team, and like you said, they fucking lit it up last week, and they've kind of been, before last week they kind of silently won all their games. Then all of a sudden he had that explosive first half, so
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Oh my god, the Ravens!" All right, next the Browns at the Jaguars.
Browns are doing as well as I thought they would, and I'm glad that I predicted that one correctly because I really feel bad for the Browns and the fans, just every year sucking. So Jaguars are their usual terrible selves, so Browns for the win.
Yeah, I don't have like anything to say about this game, so I'm just gonna say Browns. For the win. All right, next the Panthers and the Packers. That should be a pretty good
Another
one.
good one, yeah. Evenly matched. I think they have matching records, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a
Do
look.
they?
3, 2, and 1, the
yeah.
tie. Okay, and 4 and 2. All right, well, basically the same.
Yeah.
I wouldn't quite say coin flip. I think I'd go Packers even on the road. I'm going to go Packers.
The Packers playing at home.
Right, even if they were on the road, I'm saying. Sorry, they are
okay.
playing at home, but yeah.
All right. Yeah, the Panthers. I don't know. Like, sometimes they're really good. Sometimes they're not.
Yeah. Every time I've picked them, they've lost. Every time I've not, they've won.
Yeah.
But hopefully not this time.
But the Packers, they hit their stride, and it doesn't look like they're going to be slowing down anytime soon. They got that Cobb and what's the other guy's name that he throws to?
Oh Jesus, it's the white guy. I can see his face, but
Yeah, like those
he's on
two
my
guys.
fantasy league and everything. But every time I'm asked a name here, I forget. But
Yeah, just
Yeah,
like
he's
those
good.
two guys, it's like they're unstoppable.
yeah,
So yeah, like you said, even if the Packers were on the road, I would pick the Packers. I don't think they're evenly matched. I think the Packers are better.
yeah.
All right, next we got the Dolphins at the Bears. Now that's
Again,
a pretty good game.
one. Yeah, I'd say again evenly matched. But similar to the last one, even if the Bears were on the road, I'd still give them a slight edge, and they're playing at home. So they won their game last week. Did the Dolphins win theirs?
No, they
No.
lost to. Who did they lose to?
The Packers. To the Packers, of course. Okay,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. It was pretty competitive.
Yeah, it came down to the final drive.
But, yeah, and Aaron Rodgers was masterful. But
Yep.
yeah, Bears. I'd say the Bears will win.
Yeah, this is one of those games where I wouldn't be surprised if either
Yeah.
team won, because the Dolphins do play competitively. They beat the Patriots. They almost beat the Packers last week.
Mhm.
So they are a decent team. What's his name? Tannehill is just kind of he's good, but he's not. He's never. I think you said it before. He's never going to be great.
Right.
He's just going to be the Dolphins quarterback.
Until they find a good one.
Yeah. But yeah, the way Cutler's been playing, I'm gonna have to give it to the Bears.
Yeah.
They're playing pretty well. So, all right, next we got the Bengals and the Colts.
Again, a
Wow.
really good game.
Yeah, this is a good game.
But you know what? Andrew Luck that dude is crazy good. He's so freaking good.
Yeah, he is good. It's amazing.
And good for him. Good kid. He was like, I didn't know this, but I guess he was valedictorian when he was in high school or something. And,
Wow,
he
really?
did really well in college.
He only played the 1 year in college, though, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
But anyhow, I'm going to have to go, I think, because of Andrew Luck, the Colts are a better team. I'm going to go Colts at home.
Yeah, the Bengals, they can play some really, really good football.
Any of these games so far, I'm not going to be surprised, except for the Jaguars. I'll be surprised if they win. But all of them really good.
Yeah, but the Bengals, I don't know, 2 weeks ago when they lost to the Patriots, and then last week they lost to, who did they play last week? Oh, no, they
the
tied.
Panthers,
Yeah,
the
that's right.
Panthers, yeah.
Yeah, they tied. So it's 2 weeks in a row they kind of weren't playing as well as they were in the previous 5 games. And Andrew Luck is just so good, so I'm going to have to go Colt, especially at home.
Yeah.
So, next we got the Saints and the Lions. The Saints, wow.
Yeah, this is another good game, because normally wouldn't be, but the Saints have been playing probably as well as the Lions play normally this year. I think both of these teams are due for a win, but, man. I'm going to go Saints.
The Lions are 4-2.
Oh, did they win last week? Who did the Lions play?
Lions beat the Vikings.
Beat the Vikings. Okay, that's right. That was the Vikings. I'll go Saints.
Really? You're going to go the Saints? Wow.
I think I picked the Lions and something else I did, but I'm going to go Saints.
Wow, I think the Saints, they're terrible on the road. They
True.
haven't even been well at home this year.
Right.
So they're just not playing up to the caliber that the Saints should be playing at,
Yeah.
especially with a quarterback
I keep feeling like he's gonna turn it on because I mean they're the same team with the exception of Sproles, of course, going to the Eagles, and that really has made a difference for them. But still, I feel like they're gonna have that game. They're gonna come out and light it up.
All right, yeah, he could. I mean, he's good enough to just turn it on and play a fantastic game. But I don't know. I've seen the Lions are playing better football. They're playing at home, coming off a win. So I'm gonna go Lions.
All right.
But I wouldn't be surprised if the Saints won because it is Drew Brees. Yeah. All right, next Seahawks at the Rams, a divisional game.
Oh, it's a tough one. Not really. The Seahawks, man, last week, what a surprise. Although the Rams played well and they've consistently, they're not like terrible, like just getting blown out in any game. They're in every game, but they've got that backup quarterback in there. And even what's his name?
Wilson.
No, the quarterback, the starting quarterback is injured for the Rams.
Oh, I have no idea what it is.
I wanted to say Stafford, but anyway, that's the Lions quarterback. But anyway, Seahawks. What else can I say? Seahawks.
Yeah. Wow, I can't believe the Seahawks are 3-2, but yeah, against the Rams, especially coming after a loss, they're probably going to be just pissed. Like how the fuck did we lose last week at home? So I think they're going to come out angry and they're just going to clobber the Rams. It's clobbering time. All right, next, the Titans at the Redskins.
Every one of these games almost so far are really good just because these two, like we usually say about the Titans, like which team's going to suck worse.
Yeah.
But I think the Redskins are a better team, although the record doesn't reflect that. The Redskins are at home, and I've been feeling really sorry for them, and I think that they're they're due for a win. I'm going to go Redskins.
Well, yeah, with the Titans... Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head, like, just how shitty are they going to be this week? And last week they won, right? Or was it the week before that they won?
I think week before. Who did they play? Or no, they played the Jaguars. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's where we said, which team is going to be worse. And we picked the home team, so...
Yeah. This time they're
this
not
year,
at home.
I think I feel the same way. Like, the Redskins aren't playing well at all, but they're at home, and the Titans aren't playing well really at all, so I'm just going to have to go with the home team and say the Redskins.
Yeah.
All right, next we got the Chiefs and the Chargers.
See, this is one that I was... Yeah, exactly. And, man, because we know the Chiefs obviously are capable of, blowing out a good team like they did to the Patriots.
Yep. But the Chargers have been, like,
as much as I hate to say it, the Chargers, I think, have been a better team than the Patriots this season.
Oh, absolutely.
It's probably a good game either way. Again, I have to go with the home team with the Chargers.
Yeah, the Chiefs. I like rooting for the Chiefs just because... I don't know. I just like the logo. I like the arrowhead and K and the C.
Sit down. I think it's so stupid.
I don't know.
It's Kansas City. Man. Whatever.
But I love going to San Diego. It's one of my favorite places to go. So, but I've never really been a Chargers fan. I'm a bigger Chiefs fans. But the Chargers, they're playing a lot better. What is the Chiefs' record? I haven't even paid attention. 2-3. So,
which...
Yeah, Chargers are a better team. I'm going Chargers at home. All right, next, Giants at the Cowboys. Another pivotal divisional game.
Yeah, the Giants got... I think it's awesome that both New York teams have now been blown out. I mentioned this earlier. But I don't think the Giants... Oh, but they lost Victor Cruz.
Game. Oh, yeah.
So they brought in an old Cowboys player. I can't remember his name to replace him, but obviously he's not...
Victor Cruz.
He's not Victor Cruz, and he doesn't have that chemistry or anything. So just another reason... As much as I hate picking I hate picking the Giants, I guess, more. But Cowboys are going to win. They're playing so well.
Yeah, the Giants, I'm so happy they just got shut out last week because they were on a 3-game win streak. They were looking like they could, go 10-6 or something. Yeah. And they just got destroyed last week, which is awesome. In a divisional game. There's another divisional game. So if they lose again, then they're pretty much out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because it's after that, if they lose... It's going to be basically up to the Cowboys and the Eagles to see who gets the wild card spot, if one of them even gets the wild card spot.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I'm going to have to say Cowboys. They're on fire. There's, you can't put it out with the Giants with no Victor Cruz.
Right.
All right, next we got the Cardinals at the Raiders.
As close as the Raiders game was, I mean, it's still not enough to beat the Cardinals even at home, but I guess. Giving them a little bit of credit for that. They played a pretty good game against the Chargers, and Cardinals have been a great team this year. Another under the radar team. Hopefully make playoffs and do well. And this game will be one of their ways to that goal. They'll win against the Raiders.
Yeah, the Cardinals. They played really well for having the backup quarterback in there for 3 weeks, and then him getting hurt,
Right.
and having their third string in there for the rest of the game.
Just good coaching, man.
Yeah, and then what's his name? Is it Patterson, the other receiver?
Peterson is the cornerback.
Right, but yeah, he's doing real well.
Oh, yeah, he's a good player. Yeah,
so
top 3, I'd say.
Yeah, it's time to go Cardinals over the Raiders. No problem, especially with their quarterback back.
Carson Palmer.
Yeah. Although like last week I heard them say like he's not 100%, but
he's enough to beat the Raiders.
All right, next we got the Niners and the Broncos. This is
another good game. The 49ers played. They were back to old form last week. They played really well. Kaepernick, really nice across the body throw into the end zone, which is really difficult to do. Broncos, I think they're not as good as they were last year. Most people are saying that, and they're just not. So this is a pretty even game. I'm going to go ahead and go with what I think is going to be an upset and say 49ers in this one.
Wow, really? I think that the Broncos are going to win. I have to say right there. The Broncos, they're just a better team. They're more consistent, even though they're not, consistently out of this world good as they were last year. But they are consistently just beating their opponents. And
the Jets had an opportunity to tie that game up. I mean, they screwed up in that drive, but it could have easily, if they had, if not for Talib pick-sixing and running into the end zone, that could have been bad for the Broncos.
Yeah, but I mean the Niners beat the Rams last week.
Yeah.
So
they were down in the first half.
Yeah, I remember looking up the score and being like, they're down 14-0. What the hell? But yeah, they came back to win it, and so I wouldn't be too surprised if the 49ers beat the Broncos. But they're going into Denver, and Denver's I just think a better team. So I'm gonna have to go Denver. Is that the first time we've disagreed so far?
Could be. Yeah. I'm glad we did.
All right, next we got the last game on Monday night, which is the Texans at the Steelers.
Another evenly matched game. See, I put the Texans just a little bit ahead of the Steelers, but then again, the Steelers are playing at home.
And Big Ben's a good quarterback.
He is.
He's better than what's the dude's name for the Texans?
Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick. He's better than Fitzpatrick.
Big stupid beard.
Yeah.
So ridiculous.
But I think the Texans might be a better team.
Yeah, man, I guess it's tough, but I was earlier thinking Texans, and I'm going to stick with that. I think that they're a better team than what they've shown, and this is going to be a good boost for them to kind of start going up. I don't think that they'll make the playoffs or anything, but I think they should win a few more games, and I think this will be one of them.
Yeah, like I said, I think the Texans are a better team, but Big Ben is he's a better quarterback, and they call him Big Ben for a reason. The guy is huge.
Yeah. Dude knows how to make plays with his legs, and he's not fast or anything, but he knows how to just escape and slither out of situations.
Yeah, he's just a big guy. It's hard to take him down. But like you, I think the Texans are going to win this game. They just have, J.J. Watt. Big Ben's better than Fitzpatrick, but Fitzpatrick's not terrible.
Yeah,
he's capable of winning some games, and
if he's got time in the pocket, he can complete some passes. But
yeah, and then the Texans do some trick things like throwing J.J. Watt on offense and making him score a touchdown. So they have tricks up their sleeve to shake things up. So I think Texans are going to win as well.
Right. Yeah, they get Bill O'Brien, the old offensive coordinator for the Patriots, a coach in the Texans too. So
Yep. Yeah. So all right, that's our Week 7. Yes, Week 7 predictions.
Week 7.
Wow, I can't believe it's Week 7.
Flying by. We say this every week. Seems like it was yesterday. We were saying it's Week 6 already. It's been another week.
Yep. Wow, can't believe it. So tonight, Patriots, go Pats, man.
Yeah.
Especially against those fucking Jets.
Yeah, fuck the Jets.
Yeah, fuck the Giants.
Yeah. Fuck New York.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for Week 8 picks. As always, I'm your host, Movie Master Mike.
And Boston Boy.
All right. Giants.